It's 107.7 The Bone, baby Huey and Chasta here in Chasta. This is awesome. Look at this. We have a special guest in the studio.
A superstar. We've been counting down to this interview for quite some time now. So we've got Fat Mike from NOFX in the studio. What's up, dude?
That's me. Are we just going to talk over this?
We're not. Oh, yeah.
Of the hurricane music?
Can you hear? Oh, he can still hear. How do I turn his off?
You know what? I don't hear nothing. I'm good.
Now we're good.
Oh. I was like, what? I didn't touch anything.
See, when I said I'm rocking like a hurricane, it's because I was...
You were actually rocking like a hurricane.
I was rocking like a hurricane.
I was excited for their show tomorrow night with Megadeth at Oracle Arena.
I don't know why your headphones were doing that and mine aren't.
People are excited about seeing Megadeth?
Yeah. Isn't that a weird mix, Megadeth and Scorpions? Is that weird to anybody else but me?
I think just seeing Megadeth alone is a weird mix.
Yeah. I agree.
I mean, really, Dave Mustaine, I spent some time with him.
I was going to say, you
have to have a Mustaine story.
Yeah. In a hotel in Australia once, he called the manager over because they didn't have the right brand of potato chips. Because the potato chips coats his throat.
Oh, potato chips do that?
Yeah, that's how he gets that terrible voice, I guess is... But
I love the start of this already. This is amazing.
No, I don't want to say anything bad, and that's really not a bad story about him.
Mike, listen, I appreciate making the time today. A lot of stuff to talk about. So, yeah, it's a big time for you guys right now. NOFX, you got the new beer, Stone Brewing, and NOFX presents Punk and Drublic Hoppy Lager.
Easy for you to say. It's a tough one, isn't it?
I have the album and all that stuff. I still can't pronounce it.
I know, it's hard.
Some people have way with words. Others have not way.
Not so much.
Well, they make fun of me all the time for how I mispronounce things all the time.
But it's fun.
I know. Yeah.
We love you. It's a kidding jab. He calls it, he used to call it theater. Is that how you said it? Like a movie theater? You would say theater.
I like that.
Theater.
Berkeley grad right there.
So let me help you out here. It's called the Punk and Drublic Tour.
There you go. Wow, how fast that just rolled off the tongue.
Well, he's a salesman right now for all this stuff. This is awesome. Yeah. So, and then also you got the festival along with craft beer and punk rock. It's coming to the Concord Pavilion.
And not just craft beer. It's beer-free beer tasting from noon to 4.
So that's our question.
Okay.
So it's
you can ask the question after the answer. Okay, let's do this.
So from noon to 1 is VIP, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and then 1 to 4 is free beer tasting.
Right.
So from 4 on, people are going to be totally S-faced because I know I would.
And you know what? When people taste beer after a while, they start buying it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's a sloppy crowd. But, there's no kids allowed, which is great.
I love that. I do have a 1-year-old, so I guess I'm going to have to get a sitter.
Have grandma take over.
Half the people there have babysitters.
Yeah.
And the show's over at 9, so they can go home.
Oh, that's great. That's easy. I can do it.
Yeah. What are you, from France?
So is that what's going to happen? Is it going to be the beer tasting for the first few hours and then the music starts up right after that?
Yeah, and there's only 6 bands because who wants to see more than 6 bands? 6 bands is a lot anyway.
It's exhausting.
Yeah. But,
especially when
some of these other tours with, 30, 40 bands.
Yeah.
That's insane.
We're doing the Aftershock Festival as well, like we do every year, and there's like 100 bands on that. 3 days
and you have
of
to
chaos.
watch every one of them.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, what kind of people are we? How many?
It's too much content.
It's not like French fries. It's bands.
Yeah.
You can't. What? Like an hour watching a band for an hour. That's a big commitment. That's an ordeal.
Right.
I was just going to say, because even by 7 o'clock, I'm just tired. I want to go home. But there's still like 4 more bands to go in the night.
I know. We watched Warped Tour, and by 7:30, I was like, peace, I'm out. I'm out. That's all I can do. If you're tired
by 7, you should probably be doing more drugs when you go to shows.
You're right.
I need some help in that, some lessons.
I know.
I suck at all that stuff. But, just first off, just talk about the beer. So you guys partner up with Stone Brewing. So how that came to be, was that something you've been wanting to do, make your own beer for a while?
No, but this guy Cameron, he does beer festivals, and he's an old punk rocker, and he wanted to put punk bands in beer, and they go together pretty well.
Yeah, I would imagine.
Like fights and punk,
Yeah, hand in hand, really.
Yeah. So he called me, wanted to do a festival with 21 bands in L.A., and I was like, nah, I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
I don't want to put the Punk and Drublic name on that.
Yeah.
Because what if it doesn't turn out well? But yeah, 5 bands, free beer. It's really fun.
So with this festival, did you kind of curate who you wanted to be on it, and how did you pick those 5 bands? I mean, was it?
Yeah, I did. I got to.
You had control.
Well, Bad Religion, they're like our best friends, and I think they're the best punk band. And we love touring together and haven't got to tour together in a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And this thing's only on weekends.
Yeah.
We just fly out for weekend shows.
It's great.
Yeah, it's really
You've really
easy.
figured out how to do this.
Yeah. Everything that's wrong, everything that we don't like about festivals is the opposite.
Yeah.
I made a new rule that between bands we play Herb Albert, right? it's nice because you need a little
Just kind
palate
of take
cleanse.
it down. Right, exactly.
Yeah, you don't want to hear Slayer in between Megadeth and Exodus, right?
You got to change it up. I think that's smart, actually. I do.
But so how were the first 2 dates last month? They were up north.
Yeah, it was really great.
Cool.
Tacoma only had 200 fights there.
Oh my,
Nice.
that's not bad.
It's down.
Yeah.
It's down from the last festival.
Bay Area, you got some tall task
yeah,
to
that's
fill.
right. Yeah, you better kick it up.
But I'm looking forward to this show because not only NOFX, Flogging Molly, Goldfinger, Less Than Jake, Back Hop. Chas, we saw them at Warped Tour
yeah, we did.
a couple months ago.
Oh, right. Bad Religion couldn't make these shows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Floggy Molly, they're awesome and bros.
Oh, love Flogging Molly. And then Get Dead as well. So
They're small.
I was going to say,
Small
I'm really
people.
looking forward to seeing Goldfinger just because I missed them at Warped Tour because we were doing all the interviews, so I didn't get to see them. I never seen
know.
Goldfinger, but
we
I really
tried to make it, tried to run out, but like you said, there's a million bands and you're all over the place. And yeah, you
Well, I
missed
look
some.
forward just because I want to see Mike Herrera of MXPX playing with Goldfinger on this show, or he's been in the band for a while now. So
And you've been a Less Than Jake fan forever.
I know.
We were just talking. You found
You
some
look
old...
like a Less Than Jake fan.
Yeah.
Is it the hair?
You're wearing a Star Wars shirt. A little overweight. That's the fan base right there.
I love that. That's true. But
a compliment.
Well, all these bands are from my childhood, teenage
Right, of
years. I
course.
mean, this is an awesome lineup. So I know a bunch of my friends who already bought tickets for this, and they're super stoked for this.
Yeah.
So it's just, but I'm just curious with the setup at the Concord Pavilion. I know that the concourse area you normally have all the other regular setups, but is that where all the beer is going to be lined up as well? Do you have any idea?
I don't have a map. I just did the bands, and I got to make the beer. I didn't make it all, but I poured the hops in.
Oh, I'm so jealous because I'm a huge IPA lover.
Yeah, and you want to pour hops?
I do. I've always wanted to make my own beer. I always said if I was a celebrity, that's what I would do. I wouldn't have a clothing line or anything. I would have an IPA beer of something, and it would be fantastic.
Yeah.
So can you teach me about the hops?
They just gave me the sack
And said
and
pour.
I poured it in.
You just stood up there. And
Yeah.
just
You
poured it all
Poured
down?
the sack.
Yeah. And there was a few sacks. It was good.
Yeah, I would imagine so.
Sack
At least
juggling.
2. Yeah.
So is the goal of this become like an annual tour or something that you probably do every year moving forward?
Yeah, we're gonna do it next year too.
Nice.
Just because it's so fun, and it's just we don't have to go on the road. When you go on the road, you get tired.
Yeah.
And every show seems to be the same old set. And this is hey you guys, haven't seen you in a couple weeks.
Yeah,
Back at
that's
it.
great.
And
So
we're
you've
not doing it
taken
in the summer. We're doing it in
You're not.
no, it's like April, May, September, October.
That's
See,
great.
it's nice out.
Yeah, I know, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you've taken all these festival ideas and you've made them a little bit more palatable.
Yes,
They're
we built a better mousetrap, I believe.
You really have.
Mm-hmm.
You took all the good stuff and just kind of compiled that together.
It's just so great not having kids at a show. You know,
I do understand. Even though I'm a mom, I totally get it. I get what you
I'm a
mean.
mom too.
Yeah.
So I know what you mean.
And mamas need a break every once in a while. I get you.
I know.
So just looking ahead to next year, I know we already got a great lineup. Is there any bands moving forward kind of like on your wish list?
I want to get the Interrupters, hopefully. I like them.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
You're pointing at me. Don't point.
Oh, yeah, sorry. It's radio. Everyone,
So rude.
I'm just so used to
I'm out of it right now. The craziest thing this happened to me this morning.
What?
what happened.
I mean, I knew it was going to happen, but I didn't know when it was going to happen.
What?
Well, I see dominatrixes now and then.
Right?
And I wanted to set one up as a surprise. So, my friend Paul set it up, and today was the morning. And, I went to bed really late, and then this dominatrix shows up in my room at 8 this morning, and like puts a rubber pillowcase over my head, and then, the whole thing.
I have so many questions.
Well, I just pretty much...
Well, my biggest
You want
question
more
is
details?
you do BDSM at 8 a.m.? Like that seems to...
No, I don't normally.
Okay.
But it's like, wake up. It's like,
That's one hell of a way to wake
I
up.
know, nice alarm.
Yeah, that's what I was getting at. Is that how you wake up every day?
no, not every day.
But it's an interesting way to wake up, huh?
It was the first time actually, and it was super fun and scary, and that's what life is supposed to be, right?
Right. Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah, the surprises. Life's little surprises.
Yeah,
out
no
there.
kidding. So she put the pillowcase over your head,
Yeah.
and then what happens?
Well, restraints,
Right.
whips.
Right. All the fun stuff.
You know, I'm not saying that nothing went in my ass.
Right. You're not saying, but you're not saying. I got you.
But, you know, after the initial,
Yeah.
then it's, ooh, and, you know, lots of owies and ooh.
Ooh, that's when it's fun. So there's a big, isn't there a big like BDSM community here in the Bay Area? I've always heard there's like, is it the Armory? I think it's the San Francisco Armory, right?
Yeah, Armory just closed down. But
did they
yeah,
move
we
it?
used to have good times there.
Yeah. So where is it now?
Well, the Armory hasn't moved. It's 500 square feet.
I know,
500,000 square feet, yeah.
Where did the event move to?
My house? No.
Really?
I don't know.
Party at Fat Mike?
I think they probably moved to Vegas.
Oh.
But I mean, the place is big.
Yeah.
It was crazy,
What
creepy.
kind of stuff went down at the Armory? I've always heard stories.
Well, anything you can imagine, but there's a lot of sex going on there, and I don't really like my BDSM with my sex.
What? I'm so you separate them? I thought the whole point. Man, I need some education on BDSM.
There's having sex.
Okay.
And then there's just
Torture.
Torture, but more than that, just submitting to somebody that you respect.
Right.
Or have never met before in this case.
Yeah, exactly. Do you have like a regular, if you, your dominatrix?
Well, I was married to a dominatrix I was with her for 7 years.
Right. And then.
And we just split up about a month ago.
A month ago?
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
That's why I'm doing all this crazy stuff now.
Yeah, you got to get it out of your system.
Letting loose now.
Yeah, well, for sure. How long were you together?
7 years?
That's a pretty long time. 7-year itch.
No.
No?
Like, I'm not really itchy, scratching. I didn't get any STDs, you know.
That's a good thing.
It's just, you know, we kind of went in different directions.
Well, when you're with somebody that does that as a job, like, how do they turn it off?
Well, we were lifestyle, actually. Like we had a slave girl, or it was her slave girl that lived with us for about 4 years.
Wow.
Now, that's a pain in the ass.
It's almost like a, what is
And
that,
there's
sister wives?
bonuses. Like if I finished for my wife, then she'd go, Maddie, come here.
Come here, yeah.
And then she'd have to lick her and, you know, finish her up, clean it up.
That's kind of awesome.
Yeah, she'd look at me like,
That's kind of great. So you have like you pull somebody off the bench.
Not for Maddie Boy, it wasn't great.
No?
No, not that part wasn't one of the perks.
Well, you just had to save yourself then.
I just didn't I just got out of the way, and she was the one that had to lick the you know?
Right.
lick the out of the
I love you. Get naughty with Fat Mike.
Wow, this is the best interview ever.
I have a feeling, it's just a guess, that Huey has never dove into the BDSM world at all.
I don't think Huey's dove into a pool before.
I was going to say, my track record is so bad. It's been a long-running joke for years, just how bad I suck.
I'm not saying, careful with that statement. I'm not saying you don't get any. It's just BDSM is like a whole nother thing. So you kind of need to work your way into that.
Yeah, I mean, that's...
But I do want to get you a dominatrix.
You can just pay. You know, so it's just like having sex, you know, for you.
His birthday is in November.
This is an epic birthday for me, Fat Mike.
Seriously. His birthday's in November. Maybe you and I can talk and we can get him a dominatrix set up. What do you think?
Oh, yeah.
God.
I think he's got
I know
some
dozens.
numbers.
I know, I was going to say, you probably know like top of the line ones.
Yeah, he knows the best one.
Yeah, we won't pay for one of those.
Okay.
But we get you someone. Yeah.
He's not starting at the top. Come on now.
It's got to build up
Not
there.
for you.
Yeah, okay, no, for the amateur.
He wouldn't know the difference.
A tenderloin dom.
Oh, Lordy.
Oh, no.
Oh,
Yeah,
Lordy.
yeah.
By the war field over there?
Yeah.
Oh, geez. Oh, no, God, I can only imagine.
Your innocence is totally gone. Just
know.
thinking about this.
Oh, my God.
You're getting flop sweats, aren't you?
Oh, absolutely. Just thinking about it. The flogging Molly, a whole new term.
I know.
For me.
Yeah, no kidding. You guys need to educate him, Fat Mike.
Yeah.
He's so innocent.
No. Yeah, that's not really my job. But
I know. He's got enough things to worry about. He's got the festival to worry about, the beer line, all
and
this
now I have to worry about who's going to show up in my throwing a pillowcase over my head.
I know, right?
Yeah.
No kidding. That is just not on my daily things to worry about list, but I'm impressed that it is yours.
Now it is.
Yeah. I'm not giving you my address.
Well, you know,
Not
life's too
happening.
easy. You know, you got to put something in the way.
Yeah,
Need
that's
hurdles.
true. Yeah.
Need roadblocks.
Challenges.
Love
you're right.
hurdles.
Yeah,
Like high-heeled hurdles.
Yeah.
I mean, like, there's so many other questions I want to ask, but this is still all very fascinating to me.
I know.
All this stuff.
It's very interesting.
I don't know how, like, to segue into anything else.
I
It's
know.
funny
All
I
right.
said that. There's so many questions I want to ask, but this is so fascinating. That's not a butt, you know. You can just.
He's getting nervous talking about BDSM.
I know, it's like, I don't want to say
told
the wrong thing or anything like that. Like, I mean, I want to be respectful to all this. Like, this is all.
Well, I don't have any shame or pride. Clearly,
Yeah.
I gave those up quite a few years ago.
Well,
Okay.
that's what I love about it. It's like, that's your thing. You own it publicly. It's no big deal. There's nothing to be shameful about. It's just a different way of, sexual, or I guess now that I've learned, non-sexual activity. Like you're saying, submission.
They tease you a little
tease,
bit.
the art of the tease.
Yeah.
Right? I think I could
But
be
the thing
good
is,
at
it's
it.
funny
I
because
know,
other people.
Chasta, man, you gotta,
I get kind
break
of
it down.
sassy.
That's the people. Everyone has shame and pride, and they're just ridiculous for you.
Do you think that it's a good way to humble yourself?
I don't know. I'm not sure what being humble is. So
I like that answer.
humility.
You're like, what is that word you speak of?
Very, very well.
Humility.
Yeah.
man, but like, I kind of want to ask like about the beer and stuff, but I feel like, we got to stay talking about.
Oh, yeah. You know what? There's beer there.
Yeah, there's beer.
What more can you say? There's different kinds.
Now, have
They
you
all
ever,
got bubbles.
Have, have you ever thought of incorporating beer and BDSM in music somehow, some way? You know how like Jane's Addiction?
No.
What?
No.
No?
Beer and SM.
You know how Jane's Addiction, like during their shows?
You want a super drunk dominatrix trying to beat you with the single tail?
You're the one talking about getting challenged, and that sounds like a real challenge to me.
No, but you want to be with someone who's, not off their rocker.
Yeah.
I say, don't leave you like
There's
tied
a
up or
line.
anything.
There's a line there.
That's why, we do ecstasy and cocaine.
Right, exactly. That makes more sense anyways.
Yeah, beer,
Duh, what was I thinking? Beer? You're not sloppy if you're on Coke. You're sloppy if you're on beer. I get it.
Yeah.
I was just going to ask, so where can we get your beer? Is it just all online?
Target has it.
Shut up. They do?
I should shut up?
No.
No. That's awesome.
That's great.
Yeah, you can get it at liquor stores.
Okay.
I have a lot at my house.
Yeah.
Want to stop by?
Yeah, we're just going to party
Let's
at
do lunch
Fat Mike's.
at Fat Mike's house.
Yeah. What part of the Bay do you live in? Don't give your address.
I live in Noe Valley.
Oh, nice.
Yes. It's kind of nice.
That's where the good
I've had a
weather
place
is.
there since 1991.
Wow, you've lived in the same spot. Do you have rent control? Or do you own?
Well, I own,
Good.
but it's a condo. I used to have a really nice house, but my ex-wife got it.
Happens.
Yeah.
Happens a lot, I guess.
I got the record player, though.
Yeah. Oh, that's more important.
No, the house is
I'm
more
being
important.
no.
The record player is cooler.
I
but,
knew whenever my husband and I intertwined our record collection, that was all over.
That's why you got to label your records.
Right? Yeah. See,
Yeah, the inside sleeve. Yeah.
you put like a little secret mark there, so you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a big. You can put a big mark.
just all
This is
over.
mine, bitch.
All right, so we do need to talk a little bit about music. I think we probably should, since we have.
Yeah, I mean, we have so much respect for you as a musician and all that stuff. So just for you, just Chas and I, we've been talking a lot just about the music industry and stuff. And just for you, is it how tough it's been lately to run Fat Records, just with the way the whole music industry is now?
Well, Fat Records, we've actually been very fortunate because we had 18 people at one point, in the 90s.
Yeah.
Now we're down to about 6. And we just don't sell a lot of records of anybody, but we just keep putting out good bands, and it seems to be working out fine. We just don't make a lot of money, but
Right.
we're just rolling along.
But
just
you make
fine.
enough
Yeah.
to make you happy, right?
Yeah, mail order is good, and streaming is really starting to pay now.
Well, that's what
The
I
more
was going to
people who
ask
subscribe, who actually pay, everyone does better. So, but what can you say? It just hopefully they'll take him out of office as soon as possible.
Do you feel like you're going to revive any sort of thing that you did with Bush?
No, because you could back then. If I spent a half hour to an hour talking to a Republican, you could
get somewhere?
You could sway them.
Yeah.
Against George Bush if you just give them the facts.
Right.
If someone is still a Trump supporter
Today, right?
you can't argue.
Yeah.
What is the point?
Right.
I just,
I
shake my head.
you're a racist bigot, unintelligent, and sexist.
Yeah.
So mostly sexist.
So you're not-
why even bother talking to anybody who supports Trump or God?
Well, I was going to say for you, does that kind of maybe inspire you with some maybe new lyrics moving forward?
No, you can't write lyrics. It's like writing lyrics against mud or pollution.
What's the point?
yeah, it's what's the point
Yeah.
of saying cyanide? Yeah,
Yeah.
you know.
I love that you won't
cyanide.
even let yourself get worked up about him. It's like he's not even worth that to you.
Yeah, I mean, it's just.
Yeah.
But when he won, both my teenage daughters, were crying on the phone to me, and I had to play a show, and I was crying, and it's like, oh, this is terrible.
Yeah. How did this happen? Yeah, we were all like that.
But you got to live your life and do the positive things, like just being a good person and helping out your community.
I love that.
I know that's that mentality. We need to maintain that more.
Yeah, more people need to think that way.
On Christmas, we drive around the Tenderloin with burritos and PBR.
Oh
and
my God! Can we do that with you? That would be so fun. Can
That'd
we
be
crash
epic.
the Fat Mike family tradition?
we bring water too for those
Those who
people.
don't drink.
But most people are just like, yeah, you got PBR? Yeah.
Yeah, PBR and burritos. That's
Next
like
year, we're
great
giving
Friday
out
night.
our brew.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I was gonna say, yeah, get it out there to
Yeah.
everyone. Well, so also music-wise, just the musical. Is there any plans for more tour dates, or even like maybe a DVD or any?
Yeah, my musical. It's called Home Street Home, and we have been performing it in Connecticut, and we even went to Martha's Vineyard. We were still testing it, but you know what? All the old folks, all the Jerrys,
Yeah.
they love it.
They
16
totally
and
dig it.
7-year-olds. So we're just looking for a spot on Broadway right now.
Wow.
But Frozen is kind of a problem.
Yeah, it's getting in your way a little bit.
You can't. Well, you can. We might, but we might not go up against Frozen because it'll probably win Best Musical.
You think?
Well, it's got some
I don't
good
know.
songs.
It does. They get stuck in your head. That's for damn sure.
Yeah, and that's what makes a good song.
Yeah.
One that you can't remember, not so much.
Yeah,
You know,
you're
like
right.
that Megadeth song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've come full circle.
No, we don't, because no one knows the name of a Megadeth song.
Just the one that was on MTV back in the day. Ding, 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 ding.
What's the name of it?
Is it,
You see?
No,
He's right.
and it has the chorus go.
Peace and
No, he doesn't. He just talks. But this is just one image I have of Dave Mustaine, and that's him crying in the Metallica movie.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I used to be in that band, and now I'm in a band that people make fun of all the time. Oh, Dave,
No
I'm
push,
just
no
being serious.
Mustaine. I know, it's
I know, come on,
hilarious.
it's all good fun.
Yeah,
but
for sure.
I love, dude. This is honestly probably one of the best interviews.
It's my
ever.
favorite interview I think we've ever done.
I
to
know,
be honest.
absolutely.
I mean, when
Dude,
you talk BDSM,
That makes two of us.
beer, and
No, this has been a fun interview. I like there's so many mics here.
yeah, right. They're kind of nice.
I know. Yeah, it's the other thing I want to ask real quick is just Turn Around, the story of East Bay Punk.
Yeah.
Chasta and I, our good friend Corbett Redford, who wrote, direct, produced, I think pretty much did everything for that
Right.
movie. You're in it. I actually saw you at the premiere in the Mission back in May.
Oh, I love that place, Alamo Draft House.
Yes. That is
Such
a
a cool
killer
spot.
spot.
Yeah.
Like I went with No Name from our sister station, and we sat up front for a reason. So I was like the whole time had my head up, but it was cool. Like they serve you beer and food right there at your seat. But it was a lot of fun. But just the documentary itself, I was blown away. Just your thoughts. I mean, you were in it.
I
but,
was
like,
happy I was in it because I'm West Bay.
Yeah, West Bay.
That's the other thing. I know
Yeah.
Corbett
And
mentioned.
no one's ever said, with pride, West Bay Punk.
Right. Yeah, it doesn't have that same sound.
No.
Yeah, I got you.
Do you think that there should be like
No, I mean, no, the old
San
punk,
Francisco version or documentary?
not really, because the old punk bands from San Francisco, besides Dead Kennedys,
Yeah.
it was like verbal abuse.
Yeah.
And the F ups and
Was Flipper?
Flipper.
Yeah, Flipper.
And just a lot of terrible bands. Avengers are good, but really terrible bands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you don't think there's a whole documentary that could come out?
I don't
really
think
about that?
people even. I mean, the Lewd, they were good. Crucifix, they have some good bands.
There's some good. Yeah.
Crucifix. Yeah.
But I don't think there's a
whole
There's not the
movement.
footage, and it was really a kind of a depressing, lot of meth and heroin scene.
Yeah. That'd be kind of a Debbie Downer movie, I guess. Huh?
I like it.
Yeah.
East Bay movie was kind of posy.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
it
I mean,
was.
the soundtrack was amazing, just because all the Lookout record bands I grew up listening to.
Total. And Corbett is the most positive, like, happy fella I've ever met in my entire life, I think, besides you, obviously. So
Oh,
you're right up there. Now
I'm just
envisioning-
weird.
But
But
why we love
what I would
it.
say, if you're not getting weird, then you're weird.
There you go. I like that.
Because if you're just doing stuff normal, then that's no fun.
Nobody needs that. You need to be challenged, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the lesson of the day, kids.
So what's next for NoFX? after you get through these festival dates? What's the rest
We're
of
actually
2017?
planning way more of them next year.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I think 18 next year.
18
Wow.
different shows. Wow, that's
Yeah,
great.
on weekends and just on.
Spread
we're
it
really
out.
planning it where it would be a nice day in that city.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is
I love
so
that.
cool.
Simple concept. I love
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Yes, it's just way easier than booking a tour, and because you always, who wants to be on tour?
And dealing, we were just talking about this yesterday. We have a friend who is in a band, and the guitarist in that band, he plays the local stuff, and he goes and does the albums, but he's not the touring guy because I'm sure the same way. Touring is a pain in the butt.
It got better because I didn't do drugs. I never tried drugs till my 30s, and then touring got a lot more fun.
Yeah, I would imagine.
But I mean, we were touring. I was in high school when we started touring.
Wow.
You know, at Easter break, that was our first tour.
Really?
When I was in high school. So it's been a long time
Yeah.
because I'm in college now.
Yeah, that's amazing. It's been a couple years.
I was gonna ask you, what about the Bay Area? Did you want to move up here from Southern California?
There's a lot of schools that I wasn't accepted into, but San Francisco State took me. Yeah.
UCLA denied me. Whoop, whoop. I still have my deny letter. Like, well.
Greg
what are you gonna do?
Graffin, he got in there.
Yeah?
He got in there with like a 3.2.
Really?
Yeah.
I had a 4.0, but I was from Oklahoma, and they were
His
like,
essay
yeah.
was so good.
Yeah.
He did his own dig.
Wow.
He's a digger.
Good for him.
Yeah.
I suck.
You suck at digging?
And we really have come full circle. All right, so we have one more question for you because I actually have a contest I have to do on the radio right now. But we always end our interviews with our favorite question. It's from the film Almost Famous. Not sure if you're familiar or you like it.
I believe I've seen it.
Okay, most people have, but you never know. The last question in that movie is, what do you love about music? So Fat Mike, NOFX, what do you love about music?
That's why didn't you warn me about things like this?
No. The pause is part of the answer because we get the greatest, longest, most amazing answers, but they
For
always
me,
come
it's,
after a
it's
pause.
just when I write a song and the lyrics just turn out perfect, and actually, you know, in the chords when I write something that's completely original. So sick of people saying it's all been done before.
Mm-hmm.
No way has it been close to being done before, and that's what I enjoy. Just when it all comes together and I have a song that I'm really, really happy with that you've never heard before.
I love to hear you say that because no one ever says that. Everybody's always kind of Debbie Downer about, it always has been done.
Well, I think I'm a weird brain, definitely weird brain.
Yeah.
You know,
love it.
Like I was writing a song about Switzerland and about how they're not neutral and they, took all the Jew gold. And I just thought, oh yeah, it's Switzerland. Take 7 letters out and reverse it. It spells Nazis. Who thinks that way?
Who thinks that way? Yeah.
And that's why, when I write songs, I write differently.
Hey, you're in the right industry. You're using your brain the way it should be used, apparently.
Yeah, to find Nazis everywhere.
Exactly. Search them out. I love you, Fat Mike. You're the best.
That's so awesome.
Thanks for having me, you guys.
Yeah.
Fat Mike, we really appreciate making the time. So encourage all listeners out there, go get, first off, the Pumpkin Drublic Hoppy Lager, which, as he said, it's in Target.
That's right.
Anywhere else you can buy liquor.
It's beer, whatever.
Yeah.
Go to the show. The show's fun.
And
Yeah.
the show, it's the Pumpkin Drublic Craft Beer Music
There's
Festival.
not only punk and beer. No, there's only punk and beer.
No
That's
kids.
all you need.
Yeah, that's all you need.
Yeah.
That's awesome. But that's going to be...
No, there's sausages too.
Sausages. I'm a vegetarian with a kid. Man, I really got to.
I'll eat your sausage. Wait.
Yeah.
See, Mike, how I screw
Back
up on
around,
I screw
see?
up on this
See?
stuff.
Back
But
Yeah,
around.
words,
Yeah,
words are tough for some people. You want to borrow my helmet?
yes, I do need it. But Saturday, October 14th, at
You
the
look like a helmet wearing guy.
I've not been the first time I've heard that one. You guys see some of the stuff on YouTube I've done. I have
yeah,
no
for
shame.
sure.
But Saturday, October 14th at the Concord Pavilion. You can get your tickets now at punkandrublicfest.com. Fat Mike, listen, thank you so much again for making the time today, and we'll see you out there on October 14th. And thanks again for coming down to our station.
Thank you. That's a fun interview.